we're gonna be reacting to one of Papa Me's video. This one is called "The Most Haunted Places in America." And hi, YouTube. I'm here together with the lovely Soul Camera. Is it Soul Camera or Soul Cam? I've seen both names.
Soul Camera for the full name, but Soul Cam for a nickname, and just Soul if you just want to call me a name.
Alrighty. You said you like haunted videos, and you sent me some, but I wanted to watch this one. I wanted to give this one. So do you know about Papa Meat, by the way?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Let's jump into it. Super fun, honestly. Very. What's the word for it? There's a term for it, like when you. What is it called? It's type of content. How can you describe it? Is it scary? Aside from being hella scary. What the? There we go. Let me know if the audio's okay.
Back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit down because we're talking about something that's
Ooh. You live near a haunted house? Holy smoke! So do I. I feel like everybody lives. You know what? That's a really good that's a really good topic. I feel like most people live like near a haunted house at some place. So
I used to.
Do you?
At least it was very old and decrepit, and the floorboards were rotting, and it was unsafe to go near, and the yard was overgrown. It had all the tropes.
Speaking of tropes, I moved into the US like a handful of years ago, and I bought all my furniture from the household of someone who passed away.
Get that water.
What kind of water are you talking about? Holy water?
Holy water.
We did that already.
We're going to be talking about the most haunted locations in America.
Cheap couches, baby.
Cheap couches I've heard of before as well, but I've never actually dove into.
No, the cheap couches are the ones that you find on the outside near the on the curb.
I was actually curious to see some of the most haunted places in America. I mean, I believe in ghosts.
Cringe.
I know. All the scientists, all the elite, very smart people who watch this.
Do I believe in ghosts? I kind of do. Not gonna lie.
I believe that there may be something beyond comprehension that we just can't explain by science yet.
No, I'm not afraid. If some ghost some days just fills me with ectoplasm, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Just saying. What are you looking at? Bad?
Are going to say, Hunter, what are you talking about? I've come in contact with a few ghosts myself, Nick.
Yeah, when? What ghost?
Well, I couldn't see him or anything, but it was. But let me know. I'll say this is that I hate going into a building and.
I'm pretty sure I saw a porn of that actually.
He just.
Hey yo, wait, Papa Meat porn?
No.
Oh
no. Like ghost ectoplasm porn.
Oh, I mean, yes, that's very common. I feel. Is it not common, chat? I mean, anyone back me up on this? Have you seen?
I feel like it's more common to see the quote unquote invisibility trope and going around or stop time, that kind of trope in hentai.
Oh, but
I feel like that's more common.
Yeah, I mean, it should be, but at the same time, I feel like I think there's a lot of ghost corn, if you want to say, out there. I feel like there's plenty. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the everybody likes to hang out in different corners of the internet. I feel like in my side of the internet, I feel like I've seen it more frequent than others. I guess it's
that's completely fair.
Not too common, but I'm sure you look it up a lot. SAIN. Fine, I do look up at I'm what can I say, chat? I'm a bit of a monster fucker.
Hey yo, SAIN. High five.
Did you just experience a ghost?
I have to pee.
Hell yeah.
You have to pee? Well, you better hold it. So just know that I've had my own.
Guess what? Androids count as monsters too.
Down.
No, am I a monster girl?
Androids and robots do count as a monster. I heard from a monster community.
I mean, I was blessed. I was baptized
just because it's like bipedal. Monster. It's somewhat human, but it's completely not human at all.
Oh shit! I'm into
And it can
myself.
possess other qualities of monsters as well.
I'm learning so much from Soul.
And my friend, that sounds like I'm having gay sex with my friend, laying down at sleepovers.
Chad, if
with
you
my
like me, you're a
buddies,
motherfucker.
And then you hear something creak. Oh, what? And I hate when people are like, it's just the house
And
settling.
if you get flustered on me,
dude? It's a
you're a
23-year-old
bottom.
house. It's just settling. The tectonic plates are shifting. If it was like a house from the 1800s, I'd be like, sure.
What if the house is built on burial grounds? And
No, go ahead and say Indian burial grounds, dude. What, Indian burial grounds? That's offensive, dick.
Dick.
All right, first up, we have
Spookiest.
Amityville. We want to start with some of the heavy hitters so then people can be like, I know that. Amityville is like the most popular haunted house, and I think it's even recorded to be the most haunted house ever, which I don't know how you clarify the most haunted, which I'm
place?
guessing they just mean like the most documented hauntings. Notorious haunted house, whatever.
There you
It
go.
started its legend in Amityville, New York on November 13th, 1974, when 23-year-old Ronald DeFeo Jr., good guy, shot and killed 6 members of his family. Jumped the gun on that one a little bit. This included his mother, father, 2 sisters, and 2 brothers. Got the whole goddamn cheaper by the dozen family in there, don't they? Armed with a 35 caliber Marlin rifle, DeFeo shot his family members as they slept. How do they all stay asleep?
Holy
It's a big
smoke.
house, or do you think he like put a pillow over it? You ever played like Max Payne 3? There's like a level where he puts a plastic bottle over the tip of his gun as a silencer, and I'm like, would that work?
I think Mythbusters did that.
And they said it didn't work. It's a cool idea, at least. Just like a thing of Mountain Dew. He shot most of them in the head.
It doesn't work like that.
Them in the back.
No.
That seems cool. Even from a guy who's possessed or something, just shoot all of them in the head. If you're gonna, come on.
I think the ones he hated the most, he shot in the back.
Oh, he definitely shot his family in the back. Dad's like, oh, he'd probably take a couple shots in the back to kill somebody. Originally, DeFeo blamed the murders on a mob hitman. It was the Italians that killed my family. The Italians. But as time passed, Ronaldo DeFeo confessed to the murders himself. DeFeo told investigators that he heard voices urging him to kill his family. I was hoping my life would go in this trajectory.
Voices.
Dude, that angels or demons would tell me. The angels came and told me to shoot my dad 3 times in the back. This is
No, what the hell? I'm like, I'm pausing to comment on this because I don't hear voices, chat. I'm not, the S word, schizo, but I'm not like that. But I've had my fair share of experiences of like sleep paralysis, like conversations.
Really?
I mean, I feel like I feel like sometimes I see like a little silhouette. Maybe it's just a dream, but I couldn't quite exactly tell.
I did once have like a sleep paralysis that actually scarred me for life.
Holy smoke. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Damn.
I still remember the dream though.
Ooh, those are the scary ones because usually dreams like after like a day you're like, oh, it's gone.
No,
But-
that was at least 17 years ago at the minimum.
Holy smokes. That must have been scary. I'm so sorry.
You want to hear about it?
I mean, if you can share, if you're
Sure.
sure.
I'm
Hit me
going
up.
to summarize.
Mhm.
So, I wake up in I guess it was like a forest area,
Mhm.
like that was covered in vines and bamboo and bushes,
Mhm.
and to set the scene. And then I'm walking through, there's a very clear path of leaves, dead leaves, all brown. Then I come up on the entrance of a very old temple, like decrepit stone, looks ancient carvings on the outside of the border, and it's just bedded into the vines and the rock and the cliff face as well. I couldn't look up either because the dense trees blocked all vision, and I hear scuffling coming from the doorway, and before I had stepped a little closer, I see a hand, a disembodied hand, with like dead, like dead skin, dead tissue, dead all of that. It was crawling like a spider towards me, very fast. By the way, very fast. I tried to run, it jumps on me. And I wake up at that point, but I couldn't move, period. But I was still living inside the dream. At least the hand was still on my face. And it proceeds to tear off my skin, peeling it off with its nails.
Holy smokes.
And I wake up with the biggest blood-curdling scream I could even muster.
Oh
I
my
started
goodness.
screaming bloody murder because I actually felt like my skin was actually being peeled off. And I actually proceed to just get up slowly, still screaming, and proceed to walk slowly to my parents' room at the time. Still screaming, just screaming, help, help me, help, help. As I was still unable to control my body, I was still being peeled. It was like flaying the skin off my face, my arms, my chest, my entire upper body is just being skinned by this hand. And
Oh my
then
goodness gracious.
I finally get to my parents' room and I just like, please help, please, please, please. And they finally like grab hold of me because I woke them up by my bloody screaming.
Oh.
And they shake me awake, and then it just slowly fades away. And then I was just standing there in a complete daze. To where, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was the worst sleep paralysis I've ever had in my life because it literally got me to move on my own. I couldn't move, but I was moving for myself out of pure fear and anxiety and pain.
Oh. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry you went through something like that. It's that's crazy. Please proceed. Are you completely done with the story?
I'm sorry?
Are you completely is that the entire how it went down?
Yep, that's the entire story.
That is intense. I feel the only things that I can remember that was like similar to that, I woken up. I guess like some dreams are like I don't know, dreams are weird and nightmares are weird and they could be like I don't really believe they have symbolism. I think it's more like RNG. I think it's just the brain juice is just like making up something
Yeah, it's just your
random
brain activity of picking up random subjects.
Yeah, right. It just like mashed them all together, whether it's like unknown knowledge or new knowledge or whatever it is. But the thing is, like, I remember one time going into something like that where I had I had the feeling like my legs were burning on a dream, and they were kind of like feeling really hot as well. And it could have been like a high blood pressure kind of episode, but it is also it was so real how it was happening in the dream. And to the point that I felt like something was grabbing my hands, I'm burning them. It kind of felt like a demonic entity like burning my feet. Not my feet, sorry, my legs. And the back of my legs felt like really like in all these specific places, they felt exactly where the creature was holding them as well. It wasn't like it wasn't exactly like my hot fan fictions. It was more of like oh no, this isn't going nice.
I did not consent to this.
Not like this. And holy snaps. Thank you to someone actually donated something, but I didn't see the notification. Thank you for the 5. Really appreciate it. Just want to say thank you to some if you're out there. I appreciate it. But yeah, let's thank you for sharing that. Let's continue with the haunted stories in this video.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I scarred anybody.
No, that was actually honestly I'm also gonna praise your storytelling, which is freaking it's freaking insane. Not that I'm glamorizing your the story that just the thing that's scarring you.
I just was
the
able
way you
to
told
remember
it
in such clear detail. That's the thing.
The way you told it, that's a book.
That's a short story for the kids.
Ayo. play here.
This is the day after your sister, like, I don't know, broke your sick Lego collection. Like, I just got the Eye of Sauron.
Not the
Lego
Legos.
set, she broke it. Angels told me to kill her. Told me to throw her down the well. I don't know. Way back.
Whoa! Holy smoke! I know that I just paused. I literally just like unpause and pause again, because they said, "Oh, angels told me." So that's those are many such cases where people go with that kind of theme, like, "Oh, angels told me
The
this or that."
Lord compelled me to murder this individual because they were going to commit a sin most heinous.
There's a, what do you call it? There's in the field of, how do you call it? In the field of like stories like that, I feel like back in Puerto Rico, there was a story of a certain individual. For lack of a better, for lack of like disclosing personal information, let's just call them
George.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Tony, but let's because of Tony the Tiger. But let's go with George. That's fun. Let's go with Tony. So this individual, this Tony person, went into church, and they were having a freaking episode of like it was a mental breakdown, but at the same time they were really not doing so well in the mind and also with the drugs, because they're like an ex-veteran. And they came to church with a sword. This happened in one of the places that I lived. So they came to the local church with a sword, because they were also like a martial arts like teacher at the same time. So they came to church with a sword, and they were screaming like, "Oh, the angels took my daughter! The angels took my daughter!" It's like it's like, what the heck? But that's a wild story that people remember from that hometown. It is insane that it happened in such a way. And I feel everybody loves the person, but that was one of the scariest things that happened when that, and everybody just like basically unanimously forgave the person because of what they went through. And he went to therapy and it's all good. But yeah, that was like, it's crazy.
He didn't kill anybody, did he?
Oh, no. He didn't have anybody. But it was the whole thing. He was going through an episode, and then he just went to town with a sword, just screaming, "The angels took my daughter." It's like, holy snap! What are the angels telling you now, Tony? It's like, oh, they're here to battle. That the angels were there to battle the man. It's insane.
Yeah, he was ready to fight.
Yeah, he was ready to fight some angels and demons. Well, if you want to get away from the paralysis demon, just sleep somewhere. Somewhere that is not wheelchair accessible. Wait, what does that mean?
I don't get it.
Is that like one of those stories of like, if you have the hiccups, just say that you're not a fish? You're not a fish. So you're not a fish.
In the 70s, people got to be way more susceptible. Angels told you to do this? Not a bad fall plan.
I'm waterproof.
Later,
you're right.
During the trial, he admitted to being drunk and high on heroin, and his parents were abusive. Ah, okay. There it is. The little demon on my shoulder was a bag of H. Heroin. He's drunk and he's high on heroin. All right, I'll be honest. I had a couple brewskis, a couple syringes of heroin, and my dad hit me with a belt. What am I supposed to do? Wait! Today we want to thank today's partner, Bad Dragon. If you've been a fan of this channel, then you know that Bad Dragon is a permanent fixture on this channel. They have supported us time and time again.
Bad Dragon sponsorship!
Little ins and outs on what they provide. Let's say you're trying to spice things up a little bit. Maybe you want to spice up day.
I'm gonna be honest.
Maybe you want to spice up day.
They're too expensive. I go to Etsy.
Maybe you just want to spice up yourself. Well, then Bad Dragon may be the perfect fit for you. And by fit, I mean you're going to shove things inside you, and it's going to make you feel really.
I'm not exaggerating. I got a piece of corn off Etsy.
Something else doesn't matter.
But it's made of silicone.
Bad Dragon's products are expertly.
I feel like this is a beautiful topic, but it may be an ad, but it's like. Excuse me.
Someone made a little toy that is yellow, made of silicone, and shaped exactly like corn.
Oh, you meant I thought you were like abbreviating the word, but no, it's actually a corn.
No, it's actually a cob of corn that's made of silicone, and I have it in my room. It's over there.
You know what they say, Chad? Country girls make do.
Damn that! I grew up in Texas.
handcrafted, but beautiful, and it's some of the best quality control I've ever seen. We've been to
Gosh
the
dang
facility,
right,
we've seen how
I
the
make
workers
do.
operate. It's such a
Well, I'll be-
positive, amazing experience, and it's just it reflects so much in the product itself. And I could not recommend them.
Anything
So
can be
please
a
go
toll
check
if
out
you're
Bad
brave
Dragon
enough.
if you're trying to spice things up for yourself or in the bedroom, and be sure you tell them Papa Meat sent you. So thank you, Bad Dragon, for sponsoring this video and back.
And that's the excuse that people
DeVeo
make
was found
whenever
guilty
they
of
stick
6
their
counts of
dick in a
second-degree murder
can of
and was
peanut butter.
sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences in
Peanut
prison.
butter.
Never
Pick
understood the
something better,
consecutive
like
life sentences.
jelly.
It's in case you're immortal.
I like the jelly part more than the peanut butter part. I'm sorry.
No, it's because the peanut butter has more suction.
The more you know.
Well, especially if he comes back and maybe possesses.
Chad, is it true?
something.
Has anyone here ever
Education.
stuck it? I'm being educated.
No! In the years since his
I don't
claim
know.
of hearing voices, he has admitted to the lie, claiming, quote, "There was no demon. You know who the demon is? I am the demon." To be fair, that does sound like something a demon would say.
He's just admitting that there is a demon.
No, there is no demon. I'm the fucking demon. They're just like, what? He's like, no, I'm.
What?
Well, the entire altercation likely stemmed from DeFeo's theft of
I'm a demon.
$20,000 from his grandfather's car dealership. Fuck this kid. He was tasked with depositing money to the bank, but ultimately had a friend stage the robbery. His father eventually grew suspicious and questioned him, earning a death threat that his son followed up on. So literally his dad was like, "Did you take $20,000 from Pop Pop at his Toyota Camry dealership?" And he's like, "No, Dad, I'll fucking slice your throat." He's like, "Okay, come on,
Oh,
man."
damn.
And he's like, I'm just like drunk. He's like, "I'm gonna get high on heroin and kill my dad."
Oh
To
my
be fair,
God.
I hate to say this, Nick.
Savage
I hate to
as
say
hell.
this. If I was already drunk and high on heroin and I was planning on killing my dad, I'd probably just follow through with the whole family.
Oof. You're fucked, dude.
Oof.
No.
Come on, man. If you're going down with one ship, are you not gonna just go down with them all?
But he didn't kill himself either. That includes you. If you're gonna kill your whole family, kill yourself.
I'm not so self-centered, Nick. I don't think I'm my family. But a year
Dude.
after the murders,
What the hell?
George and Kathy Lutz bought the Amityville home, and they abandoned the property only 28 days after purchasing it. They were in such a hurry, they reportedly left all of their personal belongings behind. I like that. Coming in and you're just like, what happened? Like the idea. I was gonna speculate. It's like, do you think a lot of the horror movie tropes, haunted house tropes today stem from
Oh,
the
I love that
Amityville house?
movie.
But there's haunted house fucking movies before the 70s. House on Haunted Hill.
Maybe they were copying.
That's what I'm wondering is the Lutzes were like, hey, let's buy this house where all these that heroin addict killed that Toyota dealership owner, and we'll just say that it's
Oh my
haunted
gosh.
and we'll make a killing off of it.
Oh, you know what? They did buy it 1 year afterwards.
A year after the murders? Come on, dude. Usually in movies, the haunted house thing's like the old DeFonte house up on 12th Street.
It's
That
on
thing's been
cheap.
empty for 10 years. Or something, you know what I mean?
Cheap.
Something like that. And then you
Affordable.
walk in, there's sheets over everything. You whip them on, there's big dust. A year afterwards? Come on.
Part of me would buy a haunted house.
You're saying
you
that
buy
we
'em?
can afford a house in the first place?
Oh yeah, in this economy.
In this economy?
I mean,
Man,
if it's
you
haunted,
joking.
I mean, is a haunted house cheaper or more expensive?
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper
mean-
because in the lawful thing, someone was killed in that home.
I mean, I feel like with the lifestyle that we're living in the year 2025, that everybody wants to be a content creator, people can just like capitalize on promoting like, I got a haunted house, baby. You can make
Yeah, that's
content in
not-
this. Let's inflate
Yeah,
the
that's
prices.
not how like the house marketing works. They don't care about content creation. They just know somebody died on it and left a stain on the floor. They don't care about like content. They just want to get rid of that house.
I feel like that would happen. I feel like people would purposely, because I mean,
Some
in other
would,
kinds
some
of
would.
in other kinds of like scenarios, like the fact that people can make content out of something is inflating the prices of certain items,
Oh yeah.
such as Pokemon cards. But that's a topic for another day.
Oh, don't get me started.
Come on. Yeah, right. They claim that demons
I will 100% buy a haunted house that is Victorian. Ooh, I know Victorian houses look nice, but I feel like they're so uncomfortable to live in. I wouldn't.
Squeaky floorboards? No, thank you.
Haunted houses are cheap, always cheaper, and really hard to sell. Why are they hard to sell? I feel like they would be easier to sell. I honestly, like, low key, I mean, maybe for like, I don't know, I guess it depends on the area, but I feel like a haunted house would be like a novelty. I've
No,
seen
it's
people.
because people are superstitious and don't want to live in a house that somebody died in.
I'm just streamer brain. Maybe.
You're just thinking it's like, no, it would be
It's an
cheaper, but the
investment.
content,
It's an investment.
the content.
Like, I'm thinking about the content.
Demons drove them out. What if they just found like his heroin and they were just high? They were too embarrassed to. Yeah, it's demons. I swear to God. And they offered up tales of green slime in the walls, fly infestations,
Minecraft.
mysterious cold spots, a red room, and strange voices in the night. George Lutz reported waking up at 3:15 every night, which is the approximate time of the DeFeo murders. Which 3:15 is very close to 3:30, which is the demonic witching hour. Kind of ties in a little bit. He also claimed to hear voices urging him to
That's true.
get out, and saw a face in the fireplace with red, glowing eyes. Kathy Lutz reported feeling as if she was being embraced by an unseen force and levitating off the bed. Jesus Christ, Kathy,
freaking good.
goddamn. She's like, something's holding me and I'm flying. Can you imagine her around the, like, she's like laying in the house, she's like, like flying around the house. George!
These edits are
Oh my
insane.
God, my wife, I just saw a Apache man's face in the fireplace and I don't even know what the hell's happening here. The youngest child, Missy, spoke to her imaginary friend Jody, who appeared as a demonic
Imagine
pig
being
with
named
red
Missy.
glowing eyes. Okay, first off, stop saying glowing
All
red
right, here,
fucking
Missy.
eyes, dude.
Missy.
The more people are like, and it had glowing red eyes. That's how I'm like, no, it didn't. You're lying.
Why?
She had me on imaginary friend who is a demonic pig. A demonic pig named
What the
Jody? Are
hell?
you fucking kidding me? That's creepy. You ever have a younger sibling, or I had a buddy who had a brother who used to like point up at their kitchen ceiling. He'd clap. And we'd be like, dude, stop. What are you looking at? And he's like, that kind of I hate that. I don't give a fuck if you're a believer or not. A little kid like he's
Friend.
like, we're going to our hiding place. Like that.
Mm-mm.
Orphanage.
Jeez.
Abandon the child.
Fostering him
Destroy
up.
the
Send him up
child.
the hill to the orphanage, dude. He can clap up there. All the kids who are cool, who aren't fucking psychopaths with imaginary friends, you get to stay. Not you, little Missy. What's the kid's name? The Lutz family supposedly hired Father Pecarero to bless the home. He went on to say that he was told to, quote, get out.
Ah, bugs.
By an invisible voice and was slapped.
Oh gosh. Get out.
Here, you son of a bitch, and just slapped him in the face. He's like, the Lord has abandoned this home. And a man named William Weber, who was DeFeo's lawyer, admitted to fabricating the story with George Lutz over
What?
a bottle of wine.
It's a lie?
But a polygraph taken by Lutz in 2000 revealed that he wasn't lying. Who's telling the truth? I don't know.
Polygraphs are 100% truthful.
Polygraphs are very unreliable.
Yeah, but
Except
people
when you
can
ask me how
actually
big
lie
my
to
hog
themselves
is.
and have them
Yeah.
actually believe it's true.
Yeah, that's people are insanely, they got that will that is so powerful that they believe their own lies to an extreme amount. And the body will not lie. It's like the body knows that it's telling the truth, but it's not the truth. It's something you made up. It's crazy.
It's like, I swear.
I swear it was the ghost.
I
Ooh.
swear my wife's dick is totally 19 inches, just like Venom.
Hey, yo.
You have to believe me.
I
I
believe.
was once married to George Lopez.
I believe you.
I say very big. And it does. And I'm like, no, it's
I was
yours.
reincarnated.
A seance was held at the house in 1976 where
And they were also
parapsychologists,
reincarnated, and I was
psychics,
married
and
to
noted
them.
demonologist Lorraine and
I
Ed
was a
Warren
slime in
would
my past
appear.
life.
Yes, the people from The Conjuring. I was
Bet.
wondering how long it'd take.
That being
before they
your
showed
booty.
up. Those old fucks. I wish movies
I
would
was slither
cast,
right
we were
in.
talking about this the other night. Cast more freaks. Lorraine and Ed Warren were tough on the eyes.
You
You're
gotta believe
talking
me.
to a girl who has
German
multiple
couple.
sisters
Pretty sure
that are
something like that.
slimes.
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh. Can I meet them?
Yes. It's like Elsa Slime, Blue the Slime, and Ava Lamp.
Oh snap! I didn't know you were siblings with Ava.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me and her go way the fuck back.
Oh hell yeah!
I knew them like before they became Ava.
Ooh, awesome. But honestly, pretty dope. I feel I've heard some familiar names in there, and then freaking big respect for their content for the longest time. That's
I
awesome.
love them. They're so great.
Aw.
Instead, you got Hottie McGee and Hottie Magoo over there playing, making a conjuring in my pants. Okay.
Wait.
That was not a good joke. Which when
Making
they
a conjuring
all
in my
got this
pants.
fucking, I guess, like Avengers team of the paranormal showed up, and nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. And at 3 a.m. in the sewing room, which was said to have the worst reputation, nothing happened in there either. Like the sewing room was apparently the place where it was the most haunted. Nothing happened. The psychic did say this though: "This is as close to hell as I want to get," which feels kind of weird because it's like if nothing happened, what does that mean? The drive up here in upper state New York was truly devious.
Maybe he was being sarcastic.
Yeah, oh, this is as close to hell as I want to get. What if there's just like a
Holy
Puerto Rican
snap.
guy walking around the house? Oh my god.
Hey! They call out. I heard Puerto Rican and my
Help. The house
fight or flight instinct just like
no
trigger.
further incidents happening, which is very disappointing. How the fuck can that be the most haunted? That's the most haunted place, or supposedly the most haunted place. Which also it kind of reads, in my opinion, that the guy who killed his family, DeFeo, seems like he killed them, and then the Lutzes moved in, and they were haunted by DeFeo's family. Hmm?
I agree.
Even if he's like, I lied
Wait,
about
have
the
you
whole
seen the
thing,
anime
maybe he
Dan to Dan?
inadvertently caused ghosts to
Of course I have. It's freaking awesome.
Thank God. Okay, I was about to say this is a perfect like spirit medium anime ever.
I freaking like it. Granny with the quest for
Yeah, the Turbo Granny.
Turbo Granny with the quest for balls. So relatable.
Turbo Granny and the two kids searching for balls.
Oh yeah, apparently I've been called Turbo Granny as well because I'm an old hag.
Turbo Granny. All right, All right, come on, Turbo Granny. It's time to put you to bed. I was the fastest runner.
Give me your
I
balls,
used to
Chad.
go to
Give me your
Mach
balls.
2.
Oh. So here's a question: are you team Alien or a team Ghost? Would you rather be pro by an alien, or be pro by a ghost?
Alien. At least they have tools.
I don't know. I don't. Get me far away from the needles. I don't know. Maybe
No, those
then.
strictly want to harvest your pee-pee.
Give us your banana.
We want to harvest your pee-pee organ.
It's insane. That show can get away from so much, and it's freaking hilarious.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the people that he murdered are haunting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you saw like the last episode. Oh
The Lutz
my
family
god.
experiences
Oh, yeah.
were later documented in Jay Anson's 1977 book, The Amityville Horror, which became a bestseller and was adapted into
They're
a
on
film in
hiatus at the moment.
1979. Which I will say, Amityville 3D was the first.
Yeah,
horror
they
film
are.
I've
I'm a
ever
little
watched,
sad.
and I have a poster of it.
But
in
you
my
know what? That means they're
studio.
cooking.
At the end of
That
that
means they're
movie,
Hell yes.
a weird sewer goblin pops
Let him
out,
cook.
burns a guy's face, and drags him into a watery portal, and the house fucking like explodes. He like freezes up and explodes, and it scared the shit out of me when I was younger.
Do you want to watch any scarier version of Amityville Horror?
You talking about the one where I get all fucking bricked up watching Ryan Gosling chop wood?
Oh, Ryan Gosling's in it?
He's the
Ryan
dad.
Gosling
He's the dad
mentioned,
in the
baby.
2005 one or like the 2006.
Hottest
When
man
was that
alive.
remake?
2004.
I'm gonna
I
say
don't know about that.
I'm gonna say
What?
2006. Amityville.
Oh, it's like a joke in my
2005.
community.
Fuck, that's so close. All right, well, fuck.
One of my
Next
bosses
up,
called
we
Ryan
have
Gosling.
East Maritello Fort in
You
Key
know what
West,
like
Florida.
the hottest man for me is?
Ooh.
Markiplier.
Not wrong. Not wrong at all. I completely.
is-
I vouch.
That
I
is the true essence of a man.
Oh snap! I
That
actually
is
have.
a man right there.
Guess what?
Huh?
I actually have the spicy calendar from Markiplier. Autograph. Why are you mad? Why are you making that face? Is that not something you approve of? Or are you jealous?
I want it.
Mm.
I want it. I want it. I want it.
if, I
I
can,
want it.
if I find it, I'll send you I'll send you a picture.
Ah.
It's so good.
Because it's a very notorious doll, which the doll is called Robert. Robert the fucking doll.
He made two, but I have the
Manufactured by
first one.
the Steiff Company of Germany around the 1900s.
Oh,
the
he
doll
made
was given to a
two?
young boy named Robert
Yes.
Eugene Otto, which people
I
usually
saw
just
the
call him
first
Gene.
one.
Should have called him Bob. I love when guys are called Bob. There's no name you can age him better to than Bob. Robert when you're younger, then you're Bob. Bob is such a good old person name.
I feel like it's so generic.
Says the guy, your name's Nick, dude.
What?
So I mean, Nicks, I know my fucking life. Unbelievable, man. The doll was given by his family's Bahamian servant. The Bahamian servant was rumored to be skilled in voodoo and black magic.
What a name for a doll, yes.
He's like, is the doll, little boy?
Drinking Starbucks.
The Bahamian servant went, "Oi, Jean, take this little doll and put it in your knapsack now. Going to be your best friend, you hear?" And Jean's dad was like, "My God, the help knows voodoo and black magic. What cost did you bring upon the doll, servant?" Upon receiving him, Jean named the doll after himself, calling him Robert, which is one of the creepiest things I've ever heard. Imagine getting a doll and you're just like, "Me. Hello, my doll's name's Hunter."
Me.
Your parents aren't like, "You're not a psychopath. You're my beautiful boy." There's no way. This thing is freaking out. My screen is freaking out.
Is that Robert?
It could be.
What the hell?
Jesus Christ, it's like, give me a fucking epilepsy attack over here. Look at this. Robert the doll is approximately 40 inches tall and
That
is
is bizarre.
stuffed with wood and wool. He is dressed in a sailor suit that is believed to have belonged to Jean as a child. Once again, gets even fucking creepier. I'm gonna have him wear my little sailor suit. This used to be mine, Robert. The doll's just like, kill me. Put me in
Have you watched Justin Wan
The doll's
videos?
face is painted with a disturbing, almost human-like expression. He has large, beady eyes, a painted-on smile, and is holding some kind of weird stuffed toy lion or dog.
The freaking face of this doll is insane. I was asking, have you watched Justin Wang videos?
Who?
Wang. Justin Wang? Is it Justin Wang? No, what? I get to introduce you to Justin Wang. So he also tells stories of like bizarre things, like stories of the internet. And so those kind of videos. Yeah, Justin Wang. So there's a story of like a furry who made a fursuit, not a fursuit, but made like a doll of Sally Acorn, and the doll had real bones as like inside the doll. It's crazy.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's like people have a wild imagination of what to do with things like this. It's a lot of bizarre people out there.
Jean became extremely attached to Robert, treating him as a companion and a confidant. Kids
Oh, hi,
just creep
Miyogi.
the fuck out. I always hate when kids are just like, "I tell him my secrets." You ever hear kids say that? I had cousins who were much younger than me. He had like a little doll too, and he'd be like, "I tell him my secrets." And I'd be like, "What secrets could you possibly have?" "Wouldn't be a secret if I told you." And they always drop some shit like that. You're like,
Fair.
holy shit. It is said that Jean would often blame mishaps on the doll, saying, "Robert did it." Jean's parents would often find his toys mutilated or destroyed. Rooms would be found in disarray, with furniture overturned and belongings scattered. Jean would wake up screaming in the middle of the night, claiming that Robert was moving around his room or trying to harm him. Doesn't really sound like a friend to me, dude.
I always
Robert
wanted
keeps
to have an
keeps
imaginary
giving me
friend.
Charlie horses.
I had one.
Robert keeps playing tap out with me. He's just like blacked out on the
Is it
floor.
me?
Robert suplexed him into the fucking ground. He also blamed
Sadly,
the doll for causing him
no.
to have terrifying nightmares and sleep disturbances. And he believed that
It
the doll had
was
a malevolent
the
influence
girl
that
that
could cause
passed
physical harm to
away
him
in Bridges
indirectly.
Terabithia.
Aw, I can see why.
I didn't want her to die because I liked her. So I was like, no.
Chad is my imaginary friends. You all live in my head.
Yeah, we talk to ourselves every single time we go live, and you guys react to us in an approving way or make fun of us, just as a friend would. So therefore, you are an imaginary friend. None of this is real. This is all a construct.
I don't have chatters. It's just one person with multiple accounts, and that person doesn't even exist. It's just my imaginary friend using multiple accounts.
You're right.
So
it's
it's
an
like very
AI
meta.
program.
It's an AI developed to keep me entertained. I have not woken up since I had the stroke in 2022.
Oh my god.
Coincidentally, the time that I decided to be a VTuber.
Oh my god. I'm pouring another glass of milk to Ripperoni.
Yeah, pour one out.
Robert did it.
Well, pour one out for SAIN.
No, I'm pouring one into my
Be
mouth.
honest, if you were the parent of Jean, how much
Hey,
of this do you put up with?
Oh, I get rid of it all.
Milk in your mouth.
That's what I don't understand. Is that's the
That
obvious?
was
Milk
that
in my
badly
mouth.
timed? Was that badly timed?
Here, we'll do that.
I don't think it was.
Absolutely not.
No. Okay, I'm gonna do it again.
Everybody take your meds.
You need to take your meds. I will.
Everybody,
Right after the stream.
Don't forget
Well, you know what he's probably doing?
Because if I take my meds now, you all disappear.
Baggy's my best friend. It seems so far like a child who's desperately wanting attention from his family, and the only person to give him any kind of attention is the fucking Bahamian servant. He sees him like crying. He's
That
like,
wasn't me. That was probably me.
My dad wants me. Hang on with me. He's like, don't worry, little boy, Gene. Wipe your tears. I give you a new friend.
His name is Robert, like you.
His name going to be Robert, like you. Thank you, Bahamian servant.
Cut your hand.
Yeah. All right, strangle this chicken to death and cut your hand and put it into the bowl.
You want Robert to live, right?
Do you want Robert to live or do you want to keep crying? He's like,
This actually makes me want to watch Megan.
Jesus Christ. The Otto
Hey, yo.
family and their servants
Say
report.
what?
The movie Megan.
Megan. I haven't watched it.
I haven't either. It's
No?
like that robotic doll that like protects the girl, but she gets a little bit too far into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
That's
want to
a-
watch that because apparently they came out with a second movie.
I can't remember the last time I watched a scary movie, to be honest. I watch more
I love watching
documentaries these
Alien.
days. Like murder documentaries on Netflix.
I watch more anime and animations nowadays.
Yeah, anime and documentaries and YouTube videos. A shit ton of YouTube videos. That's all I watch these days.
Hearing
Makes
Gene
sense.
having conversations with the doll. And sometimes the doll would respond in a different, deeper voice. Robert, do you think I'm pretty? Oh, yes. The
What
Bahamian
the-
servant's like,
Ew.
what kind of gift did I give to this child? Or if you're the dad and you're like reading the paper.
I know, hydrate.
don't know if I should look at that.
Hydrate time, baby.
Come on, Gene. It's not a big deal. The dad's like, come on, Gene. It's not a big deal.
Water.
Turns the paper.
Drink water. Please drink water. So
Probably.
No.
Red rum, whatever. There's like a lot of tropes of that kind of stuff, or like kids being like, I don't know.
Actually, how much smoke have I drank?
There were also claims of Robert changing expressions and moving independently.
is the milk warm or do you keep it cool?
That's
Oh,
some
no, it's
sloppy
so
goosebump
cold.
Shit. Gene's parents and later his wife.
You should
Those
keep
are
it in a
some
Stanley
wonderful
Cup.
heat
Gene's
conductor.
behavior would change dramatically
Yes.
when he was around the doll. How long did he have this
I know,
doll
because I
for?
naturally
How old was
produce
he
it.
when he got married. He has to be an adult, right? My best man's gonna give you a kiss, honey. Takes the doll and puts it to his face. In her ear, he's just like, don't forget it's for both of us here.
Hey, yo.
Suckle, suckle.
Thank God you're rich. So yeah, Gene's behavior
Oh
would
my.
change dramatically when he was around the doll. He would become more agitated, irritable,
That
and
needs
at
to be
times
art.
even aggressive. Seems like he kind of has a fuck relationship with the doll.
He would hit Ann and then blame it on Robert.
Yeah, there.
Bet.
But
Yeah, Gene punches her as hard as he can in the chest. Gene gives her a fucking dead leg. She's like, "What the fuck, Gene?" He's like, "Oh, it wasn't me. It was Robert. Robert, you gave me so much trouble." It's like laying on the floor or whatever. He's like wrapping like, chains around his like wrist and shit. And he's like, "What are you gonna make me do, Robert?" Even as an adult, Gene continued to believe in Robert's supernatural abilities. Gene's a fucking psychopath. He's scaring the shit out of me. When he and his wife Anne moved back into the family home, Gene placed Robert in a room.
What
of his
was
own,
that
often
dress?
referring to it as
What the-
Robert's room. Seems
That
like
was
a guy back in the day,
horrific.
like way back in the day, he's like, that's like his jack
She
off
looks
room.
so
You don't
sad
wanna go in
wearing that
Robert's room.
dress.
No matter what you do, don't go in there. Respect his privacy.
A
And
lot of
Anne
these dresses are
reportedly
like,
experienced
they
the
look
same
so
unsettling
uncomfortable.
phenomena and grew to fear the
They look
doll,
very
insisting it be locked
uncomfortable.
away. Despite her efforts, Gene would often find ways to retrieve the doll and keep it close. If I was the wife, I'd be like, put the fucking doll up, dude. He's got to be mentally gone. He's like, he told me he was scared in there. I had to come get him. He told me he was scared. Like, you're 43 years old. You need to fucking thwart giving it away. After Gene's death in 1974, the house was sold, and the new owners reported strange occurrences, such as the doll moving to different rooms, giggling, and unsettling accidents happened around the
You think if I moved to a house that has a doll, I would not like. Would I keep it or would I throw it away? It's like I would destroy that thing. I would eviscerate it.
Yep.
house. Visitors
They
reported
kept
feeling
the
uneasy
doll.
in Robert's presence, and many claimed that the doll's expressions
just
changed
move-
in response to things.
Imagine moving to a house and then just keeping this.
Seeing this. Fucking
Except around
holes
him.
in the
That's so crazy.
face.
After he's dead,
Like
they
it's
still
That's
put the
rotting.
fucking doll out and
That's
about.
one
They, like,
gateway
guess
to
around, like, hey, can you
trypophobia.
put up the fucking Victorian like weird.
That
voodoo
doll is
doll,
over
please?
100 years old at this
It's in the
point.
will. Gene's ghost is here haunting
I would
us. We
sell
can't
it.
do it. After changing hands a few
For
times, Robert
content,
was donated
baby.
to the Fort East Martello
the
Museum with claims of him
monies.
moving about. Cameras and electronic devices supposedly misbehave around him, so we unfortunately don't have any footage of Robert moving. damn, I really thought that we were going to see a puppet move. Oh my God.
Damn.
You do have one on camera. From Jonathan's Other Adventures. Thank you, Jonathan. So I went to Key West, Florida in 2018 to meet Robert the doll. After I viewed my video footage, I was shocked to see that Robert had moved his foot all by himself. What? As well as captured a ghostly orb next to his arm. So I'm showing you guys what I've captured. Here's the footage. That is a creepy fucking doll, though, if I'm being honest. It's even creepier knowing that like a Bahamian servant was just like, I got this for you.
Is it moving? Should I please show it moving? Move.
Are those feet? That's its feet? My boy's got some club feet, dude. He's got some fucking like elephant feet.
Jesus.
He said there was an orb by his arm, right? Oh, right there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fuck Robert once.
That's
right?
literally a reflection.
His watch this foot. Watch, it's the chair moves back and then forward. Whoa! It looks like his foot moved all by itself. Please tell me what you guys think. I think
That's
the
not a
fucking
rocking chair.
moved back. Robert's legend continues to grow to this day, and it is said that anyone who disrespects a doll or takes his photo without his permission will be cursed. So hopefully none of you guys took a screenshot of my video, or you're gonna be fucked. Technically,
I mean,
we're making
no.
technically capturing.
I'm just gonna say this out there for all the ghosts listening to me. You have my full permission to show all your ectoplasma at me.
Apologizing for their behavior and asking for Robert's forgiveness are displayed near his case, often recounting
Okay, but what if they come at you with a 20-incher?
I mean, an access of proof. I
Would
suppose.
watch.
Okay. Illnesses and financial troubles that occur after Disney. Imagine they're just like, well, we're going bankrupt.
What? I
Thanks
like to
for
watch.
that, Robert.
I
After
see.
he was moved during the last hurricane,
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
I'll
tied
give you a
down
nice
to the chair he
couch.
sits in with a fishing line.
Hell
He
yeah!
won't stop being reported, but comments that he twitches his head and swallows remains.
Ew.
The swallows one. Oh, Robert swallows. Yeah, not bad about that. Next up, we have the notorious Winchester House, which is just this story is very odd.
Insane.
If you guys haven't heard this one, it's pretty funny. The Winchester House is a sprawling mansion located in San Jose, California, known for its
Who needs that
bizarre
much house?
labyrinth-like design.
Holy crap! Look at this giant maze of a house.
Who needs that much house?
Story is
Yeah.
very odd. If you guys haven't heard this one, it's pretty funny. The Winchester House is a
I
sprawling
wanna see the- I wanna
mansion
see the
located in
layout.
San Jose,
It's a
California.
fucking
so much
labyrinth.
house.
It's just this feels like 1, 2, 3, 4 houses like all glued together.
This
Maybe
just
that's what it
looks
was.
like a Minecraft build that someone just copy and pasted a bunch of houses together.
This is insane, and then it goes all the way here. Never mind. I said 4. How about 6 houses?
Actually,
known
no,
for
I
its
take it back.
bizarre-
That's just literally a Fortnite build.
It is. This is like a 3D render of the inside of the house. Imagine walking through here and then suddenly just how would you even?
That's too
Oh,
much
my goodness.
house.
Ahoy! Hi, Mickey. How you doing? Welcome in. How's it
Hi.
going?
Or
The
labyrinth.
house was that house was such a cool story. She was crazy. I bet. You know what's crazy? Me. I'm not crazy. I'm crazy, but not crazy enough to not give you a shout
I'm
out.
crazy. How you doing?
By design, because the bitch who owned the place is crazier than all hell. She's crazier than a shithouse rat, which is one of my favorite expressions. My grandpa used to say it a lot.
makes
my mom
sense.
used to say it a lot because they're white trash. It was the personal residence of Sarah Winchester, the widow of William Winchester, the heir to the Winchester Repeating Arms Company. It's a gun company. Bang, 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 bang. Sarah built the
Bang, bang,
house
bang.
after she inherited a vast fortune from her husband's death. Just like Bezos' wife did. Just
Oh.
like Bezos'
Ooh.
wife. She also lost her daughter Annie. Just
sorry,
weeks
that's too
after
much
her birth
gum.
due to malnutrition.
That's
Jesus
too much
Christ.
gum in
The
this vial. I'm
successive
sorry.
losses of her daughter and
I'm sorry if
husband
that sounds
deeply
rude.
affected Sarah, leading to prolonged periods of mourning
I like 'em.
and isolation.
Basically, that
Hi,
what
Sean.
made her crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Extreme depression and trauma. She's probably just like,
Hi.
especially like that far back, because this is like 1800s. You definitely would be like, oh, I'm cursed. We're cursed. The Winchester name's cursed. Legend has it that she was advised by a medium in Boston that she was haunted by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles, and that she needed to continuously build a house to appease these spirits. That seems like that should be illegal to say that to a billionaire widow. Especially like a manic woman who probably shows up and she's like, yeah, I'll give you all the gold. Just tell me what's wrong. She was told that if she stopped,
God.
she would die. If you stop building your house, you're going to fucking die too. Construction on the mansion began in 1884 and continued
wonder.
nonstop, 24 hours a day until Sarah Winchester's death in 1922. That's fucking insane. The construction was guided by her own designs and was influenced by
Imagine
her superstitions and
Paying
desires.
for all that. My God.
You don't get to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Imagine it's all every single day. It's just constructions going on, just adding more to the house.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about living in a gigantic place. I feel like a lot of people dream about that, but I feel like it would be like too much of a burden to just take care of the damn place.
I feel like it'd be too much space, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to have a lot of space to, like, I don't know, just build as for the commodity, but I've never been too much into like I feel conflicted because I'm going to contradict what I just said. Like I'd be interested in knowing how I would perform in a place with a lot of space, but at the same time, I don't like a lot of space. Does that make sense? I'd be interested. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes a little bit of sense. Yeah.
Not just to appease them, but to escape them. It was a maze to get away from them. So that's what it was. I'll stick to my cozy little home, bet, of course.
Yeah, it's like if I became a billionaire, I wouldn't get a mansion. I would just go like
no,
a nice
that's just
house.
asking for trouble. Honestly, you're just becoming a big target as well. Never liked that idea.
We're haunting her. I mean, the actual labyrinth of this house is unreal. Like the way hallways end or connect with each other doesn't make any sense. It's an
architecture is my passion.
Which I always thought ever since the beginning of time.
I build the walls and tear them down and put a hole in them.
Walls.
I will spend 24/7 cleaning the house.
They're alive.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
that's right.
Also,
I clean a lot.
It only cost $5 million in 1884 money, so who knows?
$5 million in 1884 money, so that's got to be like what?
Also,
$20 million?
$71 million today.
Jesus.
$71 million today. That's insane. The house is an architectural marvel with 24,000 square feet, 10,000 windows, 2,000 doors, 160 rooms, 52 skylights, 47 stairways and fireplaces, 17 chimneys, 13 bathrooms, and 6 goddamn kitchens. The house is famous for its unconventional features, including staircases leading to nowhere, doors that open onto blank walls, and windows overlooking other rooms, and secret passages.
It's a Legend of Zelda dungeon.
Is the door to nowhere, which opens to a sheer drop to the
And you need a couple
floor.
of bobs.
That's pretty funny.
See, that's gonna get the ghost.
That's pretty funny.
Do you think that was, she's just like the spirit who's haunting me right now, he's gonna walk through and die again? Do you think that she was probably
My
crazy enough to
favorite
believe
place
that
to
she could kill a ghost?
bang the door to nowhere.
It was a trap.
I think if she did believe that, I think that she would probably invest into like Winchester making some kind of ghost gun, or she has the thing. She's just like, in her house. Another peculiar feature is a staircase that leads directly into the ceiling, ending abruptly without any purpose. Which, going in this house, this would be fucking creepy. This would be an actual like, Jesus Christ. Well, it would be like you're on like a set or something, or like
It'd be like that Escher painting, or you know what I'm talking about?
It'd be
But
like a
seeing that in real
magic
life would
house,
be
you know
odd,
what I
especially
mean?
if everything was built soundly.
When I
It's
was-
like, what the fuck?
Those
you
like
wanna live in a magic
novelty
house?
houses that people have like at like a
Mhm.
amusement parks where they have like unconventional like building ways.
Mhm.
It'd be just like that. That's weird.
I
Like a room that's completely upside down.
Speaking of unconventionals, I was raised in a farm by my great grandmother, and it felt when I was little, it felt like like one of those like grass maze, like a, what do you call that?
Oh yeah, the
It's just
hedge
amazing.
maze.
Yeah, it felt like that, but it was like when growing up, it wasn't that big, but when I was little, it felt gigantic, and I was just playing in that. I was born. They were just like, it was crops of different beans and other kinds of like just crops in general. I was born in the rice fields. Let's just say.
I was born in the rice fields, Jets. You merely adopted and ate the rice.
You'd almost think the house is like moving. There's a scene in that movie Grave Encounters where they like go up a staircase.
Just saying
and
that it's
leads to a
unconventional to
wall.
have all
It's
that.
because the actual asylum is like shifting. It's kind of like movie Cube a little bit too.
Why have a room if you're not going to use
These elements were
it?
purportedly
Oh, the
designed to
cube.
confuse
That
and
was an
trap
interesting movie.
spirits. Visitors and staff have reported various paranormal.
A room that you don't use? You mean the collectible room? All those anime figures just staring at me when I go in?
That's another thing. That's actually being used.
Yeah, it's like they're not paying rent. Someone could be sleeping in this room.
Activities.
Fuck it, they're not paying for rent, so I'm gonna use it.
Seeing apparitions
So she didn't want to kill the ghost. She just wanted to confuse them.
and trap them, which I think is fucked up.
Yeah.
You're a trapper. What are you gonna do with them?
Oh, you know what? That's what it is. Okay, imagine staircase to nowhere. They walk up, they phase through the door. They don't know how to go. They don't know how to get out.
Here are some of the specific hauntings of this house, though. Many believe that Sarah Winchester herself haunts the mansion. Of course she does. If ghosts are real, that bitch's spirit is definitely wandering around. Especially it's like a mentally unwell person caught in like a purgatory loop. Definitely. Visitors and staff have reported seeing a woman in a black Victorian dress roaming the halls and disappearing around corners. This figure is often seen in rooms that Sarah frequented, such as her bedroom and the seance room. The seance room. That's a bitch is fucking creepy, dude. Some of the ghosts are even some of the people who built the goddamn house themselves. Some of these workers have been seen or heard toiling away to this day, still building on to Winchester's large labyrinth.
That'd be hell.
That is hell.
That would
That's
be
actually
hell.
You have to do a construction worker has to do the same job forever and it never ends. There are reports of disembodied footsteps echoing through the hallways and the sound of hammers and saws in the dead of night, despite no ongoing construction except for the Red Robin being built across the street. One of the most haunted rooms in the house was the seance room. Sarah Winchester used a special room in the house to communicate with the spirits she believed were guiding her in the construction of the mansion. Oh, so she believed that the spirits were like, you need to add
In
this.
like the spirit world of this house, it would be pretty much the same thing as like the Demon Slayer like house dimension of like where the main demons are. Yeah,
That's a cool
it's like
battle.
you just get pulled into that house and you get into the spirit realm, and it's just that. It's just an ever expanding dimension of rooms and doors.
Is that the episode with that one musical instrument? It's like a little tambourine.
Yeah.
And then he's boom, and he hits
No,
it.
it's
and
not a
then
tambourine.
I forgot the name. It's something. It's a Japanese instrument.
Yeah, it's a Japanese instrument.
It's for lack of a better term. I just
Don't
use
call it a tambourine. I think they might get upset.
Not pandereta. But I got it. That was a Puerto Rican instrument.
Aya,
No! No! Oh wow, you're wild. Holy shit. Oh no.
Yeah, the workers are there. They're just like, a titty bar room.
There's a chanting.
She's like, I hear you, spirits. What happened now?
Sarah would lock herself in the room from midnight to 2 a.m. and consult with the good spirits on how to continue the construction. She's like, all right, good spirits, come on in. Bad spirits, stay out. You think she ever, you don't need to include this in the video, but
Yes, she did get her eaten out by a ghost.
oh, I was actually going to ask that if she was going to get her, if she got her pussy ate. How did you know that? How did you know that? Am I that predictable? That's I
would let
swear
her
to
go
God,
see
that's
me.
what I was going to ask. This room, known as the seance room, has no direct entrance or exit. It can only be accessed
Look, I'm not
through a
gonna lie,
series
I
of
would
secret
too.
passages.
For the experience.
For the experience.
I want to know, okay? I'm a very curious being, okay? I would try things once at least to know what it's like.
Hey demons, it's your boy. SAIN.
It's a boy.
Yeah.
Say.
Visitors often feel a sudden drop in temperature, hear whispers, or see flickering lights when they go near this room. Some have even reported feeling an unseen presence or light touch their shoulder.
Those are the good ghosts.
Those are the good ghosts. They're just like, hey,
I'll suck your dick.
You want me to eat your pussy or tell you how to, where to put a staircase at in your house?
or how about we talk about the wheelbarrow ghost? Barrow? What's a wheelbarrow?
Hey, dude.
One of the most famous ghost stories involves a spectral figure known as the wheelbarrow ghost. The apparition is often seen pushing a wheelbarrow full of coal or ashes down the long hallways. Staff and visitors have reported seeing him in the basement along with various winding corridors of the house. He is described as wearing overalls and a cap, appearing solid at first, only to vanish into thin air upon closer inspection. Or how about the crying lady, aka every woman? In one of the bedrooms, there have been repeated sightings of a ghostly woman who appears to be crying. She's often seen sitting on the edge of her bed or standing by the window, looking out as if
I like this picture.
someone. How tragically romantic. This apparition is usually accompanied by the sound of soft sobbing or whispers that seem to come from nowhere. I hate that, dude. I'm like, grow up. How long are you gonna do this for? Fuck. But there are many cold spots or eerie drafts.
Get over it already.
Throughout the mansion, there are numerous reports
What?
of sudden cold spots and unexplained drafts.
It's like
These
just
temperature
crying for
changes are
years and
often
years, like,
accompanied by
God,
feelings
get
of unease or
over
the sensation of
it.
being watched. What was that? The cold spots are particularly prevalent in rooms where tragic events are believed to have occurred, or where Sarah spent a significant amount of time. Either somebody was bludgeoned to death, or Sarah just kind of stood there sometimes.
Or maybe she was getting her pussy eaten down there.
Or she's probably getting her pussy eaten by a ghost, dude. I'm just saying that we can't count that out.
That's the first thing I would do. If I could talk to ghosts, get some ghost head.
Okay.
Consensual, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. You consider ghosts, of course.
Oh my god.
The mansion is now a popular tourist destination, offering daily tours and exploring its history, architecture, and paranormal stories. Special events like flashlight tours and Halloween events are still hosted to this day. I wouldn't mind going. I would actually be scared, though. I'm not gonna lie. If I would definitely. If I went there, I'd be like, huh, what? I'm such a pussy when it comes to that stuff. I would go to this place, I'd be like, what, hello? I'm like in a huge group. Did you guys hear that? You're like, no. Next up, we have the Villisca Axe Murder House. Located in Villisca, Iowa, it's the site of one of the most notorious unsolved mass murders in American history. In 1912, the Moore family, along with 2 friends of their children who were staying the night, were brutally murdered in their sleep with an axe. That's one thing I've noticed a lot with like a lot of ghost
Axe
stories,
was
history
backwards.
stuff. A lot of axe stuff. Everybody was probably cutting wood back then or whatever, but still brutal. That'd be a brutal way to die.
They say it's one of the worst ways to go. Yeah.
All the victims were found in their beds, having been bludgeoned to death with an axe. And the axe was found in the guest room where Stillinger's sister were sleeping. The killer appeared to have covered the mirrors and windows in the house with cloth and clothing. If me memory serves correct, I'm pretty sure they say that demons can come through mirrors. So sometimes you cover them so they can't see you or something like that. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of...
Was that in Constantine? He like jumped out in the mirror and the demon...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that scene actually rules. The Constantine movie is actually fucking sick. All the victims' faces were covered with sheets after they were killed. And the ceiling in the parents' bedroom and the children's room showed gouge marks, presumably from the upswing of the axe. He's a fucking like 7'5" like ogre man. Yeah, he gets stuck.
How did they all sleep through this again?
Well, I mean, if you get a fucking axe to the back of the head or whatever, you're probably not waking up.
I live an uninteresting life, and I would love to keep it that way. Thank you very much. When I see stories
Don't
like this,
bother me with these crazy stories.
No,
I
I'm just
don't
saying
want to be in one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going. I don't want to be part of it. I don't know. I'm not hinting that it would be interesting. I'm just saying that it'll be wild. But I guess it's like the intrusive thoughts. I wonder how I would do in this kind of scenario. I guess everybody had those intrusive thoughts when it comes to like haunting.
Meanwhile, my interesting stories. So, Chad, I was being fucked while eating my own pussy.
So Chad, you know that second, you know that those 2 toys you gave me on Thrones? Yeah, I inserted them at the same time. I can elaborate on that, but I can't elaborate on interesting themes like this.
You're telling me about this later.
What? Oh shit! It's like I feel like I'm not. I feel like a delayed computer. I feel like. Sorry, I'm losing connection.
As a Game Grumps reference, I like you already.
Yeah, I don't think they.
I love me some Game Grumps reference.
Wake up
Yes.
or anything. I think you just went in and probably just fucking did a one and
Good
done. I'm
times.
pretty sure. If I was a betting man, the investigation saw several suspects, but no one was ever
The
convicted.
intrusive thoughts of saying, yeah.
But once again, you know, it's 1912.
I don't have
so you're
them.
just
They
like,
have
Did you
me.
do it?
The guy's like, no. And they're like,
All right, go ahead.
the Villisca Axe Murder House is now considered one of the most haunted
Raggedy
locations
Ann
in the United States.
My
Numerous
Raggedy Ann
reports of
doll.
paranormal
I
activity
love
have
her.
been recorded, and the houses
That's
are
such a
popular
good
destination
doll.
for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts like Sam and Colby, who did a video with Joe Rogan because they were on his podcast.
Would you ever want to do a video with Sam and Colby?
Would I ever go to his haunting with Sam and Colby, a haunted house?
I
You
will go
know,
to Joe Rogan.
no, you do not understand. I would be too scared. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those videos. It induces
So you're a
goddamn
Beethoven.
panic attack. They're like, yo! I mean, it flusters me up. I'm like, what? I don't think I could do
I
it.
would be
Visitors often report
annoyed
seeing
if
shadowy
I did it
especially in
with
the children's
them.
room and in the attic.
I'm gonna be honest. Those people that overhype things, like, oh my god, it's like, dude, please.
I
It's actually
mean,
annoying. Stop it. Shut up.
it's performance for the most. Or do you think these people live like that 24/7?
No, absolutely not. They don't fucking overhype stuff like that 100%. That is just for the child clickbaits. That's all it is for.
Ooh, yeah, it's a spicy take, but it is true. It is for the child clickbait. Impressionable.
It's all for those clicks. That's all they do it for.
I thought it was weird that the guy hid in the attic before the murders.
There's an absurd amount of like haunting content in YouTube that it's very targeted towards like kids. That's a rabbit hole and a half.
Yes,
But
yes, it is. It's annoying.
it is really, really, really annoying.
That's
And
why
then-
this is again the
3 a.m. videos.
media rants that I went on earlier. That's part of it. That they overhype it always for kids, and I don't like watching that type of content. It's annoying. It's repetitive. It hurts my ears. Leave me alone.
It's always like the whole, oh, here's the 3 a.m. video. I saw Among Us Happy Meal at 3 a.m. and it has razor blades inside. Oh my god, guys! Oh my god, they Happy Meal Among Us at 3
I saw
a.m.
a
at
girl that
McDonald's.
unalived themselves in Roblox. Guys, come watch this.
That shit actually like kind of works. That's the unfortunate part.
Yes, it works, and I hate it.
It gets sometimes. Why am I even a VTuber? I should just be doing videos like that, right? Am I right, fellas?
Oh
Nah,
my god.
I would never. I have to stop a new low so for me to make
If I
content
ever
like
fall
that.
to that level of content, I want fucking people to find me and beat the hell out of me. That's
Please
what I
just-
want.
Someone just take me down if I ever do that. Please don't. I'll be
I
here.
will. I will personally punch you.
Please do. I'll give you access to my keys.
Bet.
Climb up the fucking house. God, my fucking shoulder.
Wait, are you the axe murderer?
No. Apparitions of the victims have been reported, particularly on the Moore children. Disembodied voices, children's laughter, and cries have been heard. And some visitors have even reported being touched, pushed, or scratched by unseen forces. Paranormal investigators have even captured EVPs that seem to respond directly to questions. These recordings include
Ew.
children's voices saying,
Help me. Play.
or simply calling out names.
Josh. Jamal. Tyquarius.
Sandy.
I don't know if that queers his name. Other EVPs feature sounds of distress, such as moans, cries, and pleas for help.
That was me. It was me moaning. Sorry. That's too
Getting
loud.
your pussy eaten out.
Morty. Many people report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread or sadness upon entering
I
certain
saw your
rooms,
face.
We gotta go to the haunted house, Morty.
children's rooms. Probably
Oh,
because they
serious?
know
I don't know,
people were
Rick.
fucking
It sounds
murdered
scary.
here.
Morty,
I feel
go
sad.
for fabrications.
There's
No one cares.
bloodstains all
Get in the car.
I feel bummed. I think
We're going to Fit by Hooters.
Morty, the ghost is eating my asshole.
Several mediums and psychics have visited the house, claiming to communicate with the spirits of the
They
victims.
need to read
Some
practice.
describe
They're
the
really good
spirits
at
as
it.
being in
Help me.
distress
I
and
can't-
seeking
I can't
closure.
resist.
And some mediums have even described playful interactions with children's spirits, such as feeling small hands tugging at their clothes, or sensing
You're
a
gonna
playful
kill me on this
energy
call,
in the
aren't
rooms
you?
where children slept. You guys feel like playing? I just feel all of a sudden I feel like playing in here. Anybody else? No, me? Okay. Yeah, they're all just adult babies.
Anybody else want to play with this cool righty horse or whatever the fuck it's called?
Puts underneath their pussy or their balls and they're just like hopping around the room.
No.
Mediums have sensed the presence of Josiah
No.
and Sarah Moore in the house. Josiah is often described as having a
Please
protective
no.
energy, trying to watch over his
Give me
family.
another
and
hydrate.
even
Don't taint the
his
horsey.
wife. Sarah's spirit is said to be
Another
deeply
hydrate.
sorrowful,
Thank you.
mourning the loss of her children. Sarah's spirit has reportedly communicated the pain and horror of that night, expressing feelings of helplessness and an overwhelming sense of loss. Yeah, why are you so hung up, dude? It happened. Get over it. Here's the thing. This is gonna sound fucked up. If I was a ghost and it's been 100 years, I think I would have been able to process the kids fucking passing by now. If they're all spirits or whatever and you're reliving that thing, how many times do you have to fucking relive it before you're just like, it happened? What am I supposed to do, dude? Unless they're in a perpetual time loop where it's new every time. Some psychics have described sensing a replay
Would you
of
like
the
to be a
events of
ghost
the murder night. They feel the
you
terror and
pass away?
confusion that the victims must have experienced. This includes feeling the sudden fear, hearing
Yes.
sounds of the attack, and even feeling a heavy, oppressive atmosphere in certain rooms. That'd be kind of fucked up. Imagine if being there.
What kind of ghost would you be? Would you poltergeist stuff, or would you just become people?
Become people? You mean possessive?
I mean, I guess so. How would you rather be exercised as a ghost? I need
It's
to
best not
know.
answer. It's best not to ask me that question.
It's not the first time you've been asked how to be exercised.
No, that is the first time, but it's probably best you don't know the answer. Right? Don't say the answer out loud.
Just impaled me. Impaled me with the. You know what? I'm gonna shut
Impale
up too.
me with a blunt object.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Wink, wink.
There, and you're just like, I feel like killing someone with an axe. Another person's just like, I'm feeling like
What's
I'm
a creepy
going to
edit?
get attacked by an axe. It's like people, each person is experiencing different people in the house. There have been accounts of mediums feeling physical sensations such as tightness in the chest, difficulty breathing, or sharp pains, which they believe correspond to the experience of the victims during the attacks. And many psychics have focused on the attic, believed to be where the killer hid before committing the murders. They often sense a dark, malevolent presence in the space. The energy is described as heavy and oppressive, causing the feelings of dread and discomfort. And in the attic is also reported to contain the residual fear of the victims. Psychics sense the terror and panic that emanates from this area, believing it to be a hot
There's a
spot for
freaking
paranormal
dollar
activity. The
hanging in the
children's bedroom is
ceiling.
often described as the most emotionally charged area, and psychics feel the innocence and playfulness of the children's spirits contrasted with the horror of the final moments.
Do they think a demon killed them with the axe? They think the attic is the most haunted?
I think that they're saying that the guy spent the most time up there brewing these dark thoughts that he was going to do. So maybe he like left behind this like horrible evil energy or something. Like, I'm going to fucking kill him as soon as I go to bed. You know, like that kind of thing. So that's just like that energy's left over there. I don't know. But there's so many more mysterious, weird, haunted places in America. We just scratched the surface, but I have to leave you today. Did you get titillated?
What?
Did you get scared? I don't know. I think haunted houses are kind of interesting. I think everybody has
Yeah,
like a
my
weird
house is
ghost
a haunted
story
house.
somehow. Even non-believers, I think, have a little brush
Chicken morning all the
with fear
time.
once in a while. And haunted houses are just weird artifacts to horrible, horrible things that happen. And it is just weird urban legends
I almost
standing as
wished
monolithic, weird
get haunted,
structures
'cause then I'll
that
just get
still remain
curious.
haunting to this day. And
See,
think that's
I
pretty
told
cool.
you.
So
See,
maybe we'll
intrusive
come-
thoughts. You kind of want to be in that scenario.
Well, no, it's like I would wonder like what the experience would be, and I would also try to make friends with a ghost.
I would honestly, yeah, I would befriend the ghosts. I hope they're friendly. Friendly ghost.
Do you want a hug? As you like, as you
Eat your-
open your legs.
They open your internal organs and just like ravish on your flesh. Actually, that's kind of hot.
Cover some more again in the future, but for now, I'm a little too spooky. to
Infection, chat.
continue.
Infection,
Until next
please.
time, y'all.
Infection.
In fiction.
Stay
In
haunted.
Minecraft. Stay haunted.
I don't
That was
know.
pretty solid video, honestly. I liked it. Holy shit. What do you think of the
Alright.
video?
I think it was all right.
Yeah, it was alright, yeah.
Lots of funny. It's just like I kind of lost the point.
It was it
I
went
lost the
all over the
plot.
place. It went
I
all
lost
over
the
the
plot,
place.
chat.
You lost it. Yeah. I lost in this article ADHD. But no, just kidding. No, it was pretty good, like recalling all the stories and curiosities. Yeah.